This is Art with National Shrinkwrap with a video that's about 25 years too late. What we're going to do today is show the easiest way to change the heating element on your ceiling wand. The heating element is like a light bulb. It's perfectly normal for it to burn out because heat on and off, it's contracting and expanding continually. So it will break. Now, people ask, how long should my wire last? It depends on so many factors: the condition of the electricity coming in through your plug, how often you drop the machine on the ground, the ambient temperature in the room that you work on. There are a million factors. Your wires could last 14 weeks. We've had wires that lasted 14 years, but ultimately they will all need replacing. And here's how we do it. You will need screwdrivers, a long nose plier, and a repair kit. For 2 years from the date of your purchase, we will mail you one of these for free on request. If you want extras, it's only $6 for a set currently. Each kit includes everything you need: a photo illustrated instruction sheet, a replacement heating element, and a new piece of Teflon tape. So the first thing you're going to do is remove the Teflon tape. The easiest way to do that, pardon me, is just to take a knife and cut it down the center like this, and then you can just peel off each side, usually in one piece. So now that we've exposed the wire, now this isn't actually a broken one, but the concept is the same. We're going to unscrew this 1-inch screw that goes through the fiberglass. We're going to unscrew this first to take the tension off the assembly. The wire is intentionally taut when we install it, so that the heat doesn't cause it to expand and then waver off the edge of the fiberglass. The wire needs to be on this edge. So a lot of times during shipment, your wire will jump this little track here and go off to the side of the fiberglass. And so then you'll get a seal on this side where the wire's intact, and where the wire isn't in the right place, you won't get any seal. But that's easy to repair. Just elevate it back onto the ledge. There's a little slotted screw there. Just have the wire go inside the slotted screw. But in the meanwhile, we'll just take out this assembly here. Now this is just the wire, a spring, and a 1-inch screw that goes through the fiberglass. So the first thing we're going to do is take out the little screw that holds the wire in place. So just hold that with your plier. Loosen this screw, and the assembly comes off. We suggest you do one side at a time so that you have a point of reference. So if you miss something here, you can check the construction on the other side of the wand. So the first thing we're going to do is take out our wire like this. Now first, no kinks. There we go. Here are the components once you've taken apart the wire. What we're going to do is take the little screw and put it up through the bottom of the terminal ring here. So the screw goes up through there, followed by the wire right here, like that. And then we're going to take the spring and put that over the other two. So you've got the screw, the terminal, the spring, and then we'll put the other remaining little nut on this with my fat fingers. It's not as easy, but where's the other screwdriver? Oh. We'll just screw this assembly together like that. Just has to be hand tight, doesn't have to be, see, too tight. Now when you're done, you want it to look like this. It looks like 3:10 in the afternoon. So you want the wire coming off at an angle, and the power wire coming off at an angle, and the heating element and the spring in line like that. Take the 1-inch screw put it through the empty end of the spring, push that through the fiberglass, and then take your remaining little 1/4-inch nut and put it on top, and just one little bit there to tighten. Now, so you want the spring in line with the fiberglass. So the nut is in between the assembly and the fiberglass bar. So then when we're doing the other side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our screw, put it up through the ring terminal, put on the spring, the wire, and then the spring. Again, the wire and the spring are in line, and the power wire comes off at an angle. Let's just tighten that in there. Okay. You want to leave it loose enough so you can arrange it so that, again, we're like 10 to 3. And then we'll just give this a little bit of a tighten, not a lot. Take your 1-inch screw. Now here, it's going to seem like it was short, but that's intentional. We need tension on this wire. So you're going to take, once you've put the screw through the opening in the spring, grab it close to the head with your needle nose and gently pull it towards the hole. And once you get it into the hole, then you could just push it through with the screwdriver and attach the little 1/4-inch nut like this. And then take your screwdriver and make sure that the wire is seated in the little slot of that screw that's embedded in the fiberglass. Here, let me push down on the housing so you can see it. Come to me more. There, right there. So you want to make sure that the wire sits in that little slot there. So once it's in place, then you take your Teflon, remove the paper backing from one side, gently, so it doesn't tear. You want to line up the edge of the tape with the edge of the adhesive mark that you see left on the wand. So center the tape on the wand, put it a little tension so it doesn't wrinkle, and then line up the top with the previous mark, and then press it into place. Flip your wand over, take off the second piece of paper backing, like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down on the housing of the wand and just push the tape up against it. What I'm doing is I'm ensuring that there's tension on the tape as it goes across the bottom of the wand. You don't want folds and creases in here because it's going to impair the ability to seal. So I just push down on the body and then push the tape up against the piece of metal on the edge, and then just smooth it out, and you're ready to go.